day, just another dollar. Trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. And we got a lot going on. A lot going on. A lot to think about, a lot to discuss. War maybe becoming. Bobo, what's up, brother? Semper Fi, man. Semper Fi. What's up, man? Hearing a lot of news about Denmark. Hearing a lot of news about good old Denmark, dude. Ah, fuck. I swear to God, dude. I hear Denmark, and I just. Every time I watch the news, dude, I hear you guys, I don't know if I hear it more than ever, but every time I hear Denmark, I always pay attention a little more, you know? That's it, man. That's a good thing, you know, if you think about it. You know, you had an effect on someone's life where I pay attention to Viking territory, you know? That's pretty cool. I hear, you guys had an election or a vote, and it was a big deal. It was kind of a big deal. I think it like a big political party took a lot of the seats or something. Oh man, it was something else too, if I can remember. Unc Andy, what's up, devil? Shit, the crew's in. Semper Fi, Unc, what's going on, brother? What's up, Jeff? How you doing, man? Long time, dude. My man, what's up, Jeff? I'll be visiting California this December. No way. No way. We're what? That's pretty close, man. That's December in California is nice. It's nice and cool. It won't be too hot. Christmas trees everywhere, you know. You'll get all the houses have their lights on and stuff. Where are you staying, if you don't mind me asking? Shoot, man. I'll come out and visit you. You're my home turf. That guy's got to be freezing his balls off. Ah, it rained, dude, and it rained all last night. Yeah, man, we got a lot to talk about. A lot of crazy shenanigans happening in the world, man. We're about to go to the moon today. If you guys didn't know, the Artist 2 mission. It looks like it's a launch for today around 3 o'clock. Our great Führer is going to be talking here. Our great leader will be talking here around like 7 or 6 tonight about the war in Iran. That little pesky nuisance of a war out there. What up, y'all? What's up, Ransom? How you doing, brother? Semper Fi, man. Semper Fi. What's going down? Bring back some pics of the dark side, please. Yeah. Oh, I mean, bro, if we don't get high def 4K, you know, fucking 1480p high definition in my eyeball, I better see those old rovers. I better see an old American. Dude, we went up to the Apollo missions. We landed on that bitch like 13 times. They in like the 60s and 70s, dude. We landed there like 13. Wait. We sent so many people up there, man. I mean, we sent it like a doom buggy up to the moon. I want to see a picture of that as those fuckers float by. I want to see the dark side. I want to see old American flags up there. I want to see like a dead astronaut that we left up there that no one said anything about, and he's just a skeleton now in his freaking astronaut suit. That's what I want to see. If I don't see any of that, just waste opportunity, you know, just a missed opportunity. Just a missed opportunity. No, I don't want to go down this way. I guess I can. No, I guess I will. Now I'm regretting me already. God dang it. Yeah, man. I want to see. I hope it's all. I'm a little nervous about the launch, man, because that Atlas rocket was issues for quite some time. Quite some time. It's not as efficient, I would say, as like the SpaceX rocket. It's, I don't know, man. Nervous. I'm a nervous Nelly. It's a big day, man. I love space. You gotta enjoy space, right? It's like crossing the 7 seas, dude. Imagine those boys back in the day getting on boats. I'd rather go to space than get on a boat. You fall in the water, man. You're gonna try to survive for a long time, and then there's something that's gonna eat you out there, man. There's something that's going to eat you out there or drag you to the pits of hell, man. Space, you just kind of die. It won't be pleasant, but I guess you just don't have any air. You know, whatever that entails. But I'd rather not have air than be eaten by a fucking shark, dude. Or I'd be nudged by a killer whale or a sperm whale out here in California, man. Those things will run right into you. Boom! I think there's been a lot more sharks, great white sharks sightings than before. Those little bastards, like 13 feet long, they'll swim up the coast. Yeah, that's a big deal, man. They're gonna shoot out. It'll be like a 10-day mission. They go like around the Earth once. They take a bigger loop around the Earth twice, and that will slingshot them towards the moon. They go around the moon. They go on the dark backside of the moon. Go around it, slingshot. I think they only go around once, and then they shoot back home. And they slingshot around Earth once to slow down, twice and come down in the atmosphere. It'll be interesting, man. It'll be a 9-day, 10-day. I think 9 for sure. 10 at the late days to full mission completion. Dude, super excited. I would if they asked for volunteers, I would totally go, man. I would totally get farted up there on a huge ass rocket, dude, holding, I don't know, metric tons of oxygen and I don't know. The fuel, I don't even know what they use. Some super cool liquid or gas to liquid fuel. Hydrogen and oxygen, I think, is the efficient way to, I don't know. I'm making it all up now. Gotta go. Just wanted to check in. Stay safe, stay American. Peace out. Semper Fi, Bobo. You take care of yourself, son. Semper Fi, man. Semper Fi. What's going on, devil dogs? What's going on? Yeah, man. The war in Iraq hopefully coming to an end. We got the market. The market tanked. But took a big rebound yesterday, so we'll see how it bounces back. Yeah, those tankers got to run the gauntlet, man. Man, what happened to the United Kingdom, man? Anybody from the UK, Great Britain? Do you guys even call yourselves Great Britain anymore? Like, what happened to the British, dude? Like, what? What happened to these guys, man? Did they are banning dogs in the United Kingdom now? Did I hear that they hate dogs now? Something with dogs. They did something with dogs. I don't know what they did, but I don't know if you know Americans, man, but we rather save dogs than human beings, which I'm totally cool with. Marines are going in. The Iranian army is shaking in their sandals. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Just the price of peace is just the price of peace. Oh, I like that one, Bobo. Or Ransom. I like that one. The price of peace, man. To have peace, you must prepare for war. And I'm driving by a state prison. Nice. Good state prison right there. Fucking losers. Oh, man. To have peace, you must prepare for war, man. Yeah, it is, man. I mean, think about it. We, like, your children, my children, our great-great-grandchildren will never, ever, ever, probably ever hear the word like Iran or some, just think about it, man. Like my nephews know, but if you don't really know or ask, you will never know about Iraq. You can't even most Americans can't even pronounce that word. You know what I'm saying? Iraq hasn't been a problem in years, dude. But in the 90s, 80s, and 90s, Saddam was a big problem. Iran, give it like 30 years, kids won't even remember that we were there or that we bombed the living bejesus out of them, man. I heard one of our commanders, I forget his name, but he goes in 91 and the Shock and Awe campaign, the Desert Shield and Desert Storm to Shock and Awe and Operation Iraqi Freedom. I think they said he said like 10% of the weapons fired in the war I fought were precision. He goes, now all of them are. There's, unless we want to drop a dumb bomb, but they're all, dude, that's wild, man. I'm telling you, dude, the Marines hit that beach. You can almost convince me we don't need any personnel. But also what I really thought, boys, check this out now. We want to take that Karg Island. We got Marines hitting the beach. What we do, that's what we do. We get off a boat, hit the water, hit the beach. We love beaches. Marines do that. We film it. We look good. Kind of a big deal. Probably not. It's always a big deal sending your boys. But kind of, we take that Karg Island but I'm saying it's all on film. I'm saying someone's filming it, making us look good. 4K high def TV. All right. 82nd Airborne drops down. Our great leader OGL is going to be, there's going to be a film crew with the Marines. There's always camera people anyways. But my point is that governments in general want to pull out their ding dong and piss as far as they can and show the whole world. America especially. America, we love trying to see how far we can piss, dude. So we get that all. It looks good, maybe more of a propaganda than a military-esque, which, you're blurring the lines out, I'm just thinking, but we put that out online, out onto the world, and we show China how it's done. This is how it's done. We've been doing this forever. You guys can't do this to Taiwan, right? I mean, man, I know, if we do this, there's going to be a ton of video about it. And Trump's gonna be like, yeah, see, China, that's how you do it. I guarantee it. The shit talking that we're gonna do to China will be unbelievable. And I'm almost down. I'm almost down to put our troops in harm's way to get some cool vids and tell China, that's how you do it, boys. That's how you do it. Imagine like the video, the film you'll get. Marines hitting the beach, 82nd Airborne drop in, seizing a little gas town island. Our Navy ships in the background with the Japanese warship, an Australian whatever kangaroo out there. Imagine that. That's the first thing a couple weeks ago when they started chirping about this, I go, they're using this for propaganda. I mean, everything can be used for propaganda, boy. That's where my mind went. I was like, we can use this. And, some general, some dipshit in the Communist Party military will look at that and be like, we can't even drop people out of planes correctly. Like, there's no way. There's no way, dude. Freedom isn't free. No, sir. No, it isn't, man. It is not. Like, think about that. Like, if you try to do something on your own and you have an idea and you want to, someone will try to stop you. It doesn't matter what you think you're doing. Someone will try to stop you. Someone will question you. The worst, someone might call it 911. I mean, it could be from, anything you want to do. That's your freedom. That's your right to do and right to pursue happiness. But someone will try to stop you. It's like human nature, Someone will always try to stop you. Someone will always doubt what you're doing. Well, that's not what I did. That's not proper. Someone will compare you to some weird mythical, pyramid scheme where it's, a purity test, and you kids these days just don't know what. I still hear it. I have almost that same attitude when I hear about like my nephew's stuff. I'm like, what they're doing? What was back in my day? They're like a lot of them. From my knowledge, like my nephews don't do a lot of handwriting. They're given a computer. They're given a laptop. I didn't have a laptop. I mean, sheesh. I actually know what I had to do to get my first laptop. Fucking A. I had to sell my body, dude. Sheesh. Trump's shitting his pants. I mean, he's an old man, brother. I wouldn't doubt it. He's an old man. Old guys kind of, they kind of let loose, a good toot here and there. There's asking in their they're shaking in their sandals. Oh yeah. Oh, hey, that's even if they have any sandals, brother. Marines are going in. The Iranian. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What's up, Harry Croc? What's up, Crocs? Yeah, I sometimes older dudes crap their pants. It does happen, man. I don't know if like. Are you saying it like, oh, he's like really scared and he's shitting his pants? The commander-in-chief, you think the commander-in-chief is shitting his pants? Maybe. I mean, the guy's old. The guy's like 80, bro. He could be. I mean, I've sharted a lot of times, so I'm not perfect, Who knows, man? Who knows? But Iran's got a lot of I think the president of Iran is the one that's been talking to the United States. He's the only one that's been seen on TV, is trying to dumb it all down. I don't think he's a dick or retarded. Like some of those guys will get on TV and say, oh, America, death to America, the next day. It seems like the president of Iran is he's still alive, which I think he's the one. Dude, Iran's got to be a shit. Oh shit, dude. Ooh, the construction guy ran out in front of me. Sheesh, scared me, buddy. I was like 50 yards away from him, but you don't expect a guy in a white hat and yellow construction vest to break the construction rules out here. But man, I mean, you got to be in a state of paranoia out there. I mean, man, imagine like the only thing we can all imagine is like the fall of the Third Reich. You know, just the paranoia that happens in a room where you're getting, I mean, death is just outside your door. Everyone's dying around or betraying you. Your own security forces might kill you. I mean, Iran's a doomed, and it feels good, man. I'm glad we never have to deal with this problem again. You know, that's the biggest point, man. Our children's children they'll hear about a little baby fart out of Iran. Oh, what? Like, we bombed who? Oh yeah, we bombed a lot, dude. We bombed the entire Middle East. Imagine how much money we have dropped in the Middle East and just in my lifetime. Think about that, dude. Think about the bombs that we've made and delivered to the Middle Eastern, Arabian / Asian area out there. Libya, Syria, Afghanistan, Iran, Iraq. I guess that's it. I'm sure there's a couple here and there. But man, I mean, you got to think about this, man. Like, since 1991, there's been a population of American citizens that have spent a lot of time, and it carries on from generation, from the 90s till now. You know, that has spent time in the Middle East. Infidels, Americans. Oh yeah. And once Americans start going places, they'll start claiming it as their own. Because here's the thing, dude. Like, when Americans go to a shittier place, they just assume it, like, nah, that's ours too. Like, because it's so shitty and no one else wants it. We'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. We'll make it nice and neat, and we'll use it. Hey, yeah. Well, hold on. What happened to the redcoats, man? What happened to the redcoats? Like, we used to. I fought a war with the redcoats in Iraq. Met these dudes, great dudes. You know, the military's stellar. The politicians and whatever's happening in that country, I don't get it, man. What'd they do with dogs? Can someone look that up? They did something with dogs. I kept seeing shit about United. What happened to Great Britain? What happened to Great Britain? Why does that have to be United Kingdom? It sounds like they're trying to steal from United States, United Kingdom. What happened to those guys? They're not, you know, they don't go to war with us no more. The Royal Navy is a discounted Temu version. Like, what? Oh, what's this guy I listen to? Something production, Fetterman production. He did a video on the Royal Navy and how just bad it is. I mean, it's bad, boys. It's sad. That's just sad, you know. What? Truly, what? Enough to be your club? Okay. Long time no see. Who's that? The Courtyard. What's up, brother? Semper Fi, man. What's going down? Long time no see, brother. What's going on, Howard? Hey, what's up, brother? Semper Fi, man. Semper Fi. Oh, just another day, another dollar, man. Just out here in little farm area I'm driving to. You might hear some gunshots. There's a gun range out here. What's up, Kermit? Kermit the Frog. Oh, I got it. Kermit the Frog. Yeah, man. So I don't know what happened with the United Kingdom, man. I don't know, man. they're being weird. They do weird things. They're not like down for the cause anymore. They don't want to. They're importing a bunch of fucking retarded Muslim dudes. Like, it's just whatever, man. I'll see the UK when I see you, you know. Devil Dog, what's up, brother? What's up, Roscoe? How you doing, man? Simplify. Cheers, brother. Cheers. What's going on, Devil? Happy Wednesday, man. We got a big day. We're going up to the moon. We're hopefully gonna open the strait or end the war. Whatever, I guess you could call it a war. I just call it a bombing campaign, and we're really good. We are really good. We are so good. Hurts my soul. It hurts my soul. All those guys are going, all right. Oh, Jesus. It hurts my soul. Dude, it's gonna be something, man. Yeah, you know, the war with Iran, it's like, man, I don't know. I mean, Japan needs to, people need to get in that strait too and open up their own pipelines here. I think we done the majority work. We don't really care what happens to all that oil. I don't really care. Besides my 401ks and or what is it, $5.89 out here in California, $5 a gallon, which isn't it's bad. That's bad. $5 in California, that's pretty bad for us, but it's not the worst I've seen. I think during after 9/11 and the invasion of Iraq, 2003, I remember gas out here. This is a line. This is when I was in high school. Was up to like $8. I remember my brother we would go fill up. I wasn't able to drive, but he would spend like $100 and it would get him nothing. I remember that. So it's getting worse. We just need to buckle up, hold on tight. Hopefully, Japan should be there by now. Who else? Korea was supposed to come out and help us a little bit. A couple other warships. Australia, I think. Or ban the people who want to keep them poorly. The dog thing, they are banning aggressive breeds, limited use of public areas, and more. Dude. Like, what? You can't bring an animal outside to public areas, dude. I would be pissed. I would be pissed. If someone ever in the United States brought up dogs or anything like that, they would be almost shot immediately. Imagine the president, dude. People would be like, yeah. There would be no investigation. Because, dude, Americans, there's two things Americans love, man. They love their guns and they love their animals, man. You go to a horse ranch, dude, those boys that ride horses, like the ladies that ride horses will hang you from the levels, dude. Out here where I live, dude, they would kill you. They would feed you to their freaking cows out here, dude. Dogs are dangerous, dude. You're such a bitch. When people socialize them poorly, shut the fuck up. Dogs are dangerous. You're a pussy, dude. Dogs aren't dangerous. You're just a bitch. Dogs are not dangerous. I will kill any dog with my bare hands. Don't be a bitch. If you think dogs are dangerous, you're just a bitch. I don't think dogs dangerous because I look at a dog and I know I can kill that thing. I know and you look at a dog and dogs are dangerous. I will rip a pit bull's bottom jaw off with my bare hands. Dogs weigh 100 pounds and they can only attack you by biting. I will absolutely murk a dog, and you get scared of it. It's the difference. I don't fear dumb shit like you, and then I don't go after banning it. Like you, I'm sure you don't like guns. I'm sure you don't like guns. I'm sure you're like, well, some guns are bad with some owners. So how about you go after the owner of the dog and not the dogs? How about you go after the owner of the gun, not the gun? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, with my hands. It's not hard to kill something with your bare hands. The dog, you don't think I could kill the dog with the dog? I don't think you've seen a dog. I don't think you've seen a dog, Anna. When's the last time you seen a dog? I mean, you better be talking about like a 225 pound like bull mastiff. Then maybe I can. But it has a face. It has a jaw. Dogs aren't that strong. The dogs were invented so it can be eaten first, so you can run away as a human. That's the problem. See, you go after the things that scare you, bro. And you go after the things that scare you. You don't go after the owner. You said the owners are, if the dogs are mean, that means the owners are if you buy something, you're supposed to take care of it. If you can't, that falls on the owner. And the owners need to be held responsible. That's sad, man. That is fucking sad. I can't believe what the hell happened to the UK, man? The redcoats used to be dope. We used to, oh man, that's sad, dude. That's sad. You know what, Anna? I've known more people that have been attacked by cats than dogs. Actually, I know 0 dog attacks and I know 2 kitty cat attacks. And those cats F that person up, dude. F them up. Actually, just kidding. I know, well, there's like when a cat attacks a human, that cat's trying to kill you. When a dog attacks a human, the dog's more in fear. I don't know, Anna. I suggest you, I don't know. You're just a lost cause. I love you though. Semper Fi. Semper Fi. Did I come into this? How you doing, brother? Or sister? No, I'm talking about how the UK is like banning dogs because there's too scary, and this girl in here thought dogs need to be punished because the owners don't know how to train them. It's a long story, man. Long story. Redcoats were snobs. They were snobs. I agree with you on that, but I respect them more because they were always down to go to war. You know, they if you gave them shit, they would back it up. You know, everyone knew about the Redcoat Army. You know what that's what I mean. I just you know what I'm saying? Just, it's sad, man. Like the Royal Navy, like when I think of, and they like United Kingdom, when I think of Great Britain, you know, I think of guys that are really good out in sea, you know, love their queen and you know, the way they live, and how just their history is beautiful and big, and they ruled the 7 seas and conquered most of the, had a lot of territory, you know, they had a lot to be proud of, and you know, they fought the good fight for as long as they can, you know, whatever, good, bad, and ugly. And now I that's what I think, you know, I I think they have a great history, and now what I think about them, it's just like, oh, I don't know, man. They're just like a little island of a bunch of weirdos, I guess. It's just like, no, they have no military, they have no army, I served with some of the Royal Marines, dude. Cool dudes, no disrespect to them, but their whole government and their whole military, it's not the same. They're just people we use sometimes during war now. They don't help. They're just maybe an extra hand to, it's sad, dude. It's sad. Instead of calling, the big bro to come back us up, they just kind of, they don't even show up anymore, dude. They just kind of, it's just blah. What was that? There's the part. Yeah, it's sad. And that, it's so sad. They started banning dogs. Like, they banned dogs. Like, where's the dog? I don't know, boys. To me, that's a big problem. If we're, imagine the president of the United States trying to ban dogs. Dude, he would be shot immediately. And no one would bat an eye. Everyone would go like, yeah, we saw that one coming. Like, no way, dude. Yeah, this war should be over soon, hopefully. It shouldn't be a big deal. We definitely don't need boots on the ground. We definitely don't need boots on the ground. Is the banning dogs thing more of a Muslim influence? I wouldn't doubt it, dude. Yeah, for sure that it has to be an immigrant Muslim, dude. So gross. It is strictly from the Muslim influence court. Muslim influence court? What is the? They have a court system just for the Muslim population? The Aussies were the best soldiers Aussies, yeah, the Aussies are cool, man. I heard a lot of good things about the Aussies that as fighters, dude. They showed up to like the jungles of Japan in like shorts. They did. Shorts and like high socks, dude. I see the videos. These guys were ready to smoke fools wearing a thong, dude. It's strict. They have a Muslim influence court in England, referring to the court, but yes, it's because of the Muslims they are banned. Bro, I don't know if they had their own Muslim court. You gotta be kidding me, dude. You gotta be kidding me. I wish I had my laptop. I would look that up. Are you... Bruh, that's insane, man. Banning dogs over attacks. And that, my friend, is how... that's how you lose a country, man. That's how you lose... if you... Imagine people you vote making laws on dogs. Making laws on dogs. Imagine that. Imagine enforcing that. Imagine seeing someone, a lady walking a little Yorkie or whatever those like weird dogs that they always get. A corgi. And then like someone, you can't be here. You have an animal. It's like we're at a park. You can't be here. You can't be here. and then enforcing that on someone. Imagine being that officer walking up to that person and trying to enforce. Dude, if you do that shit in America, they're gonna last long. They'll never ban. Or that's insane, dude. That's insane, dude. That's insane. I can't. Sick puppies they be. Yeah, I was calling the court. Oh, court. Gotcha. You're all good, user. Whoa, I wasn't saying that. Whoa. Oh, I got you. Oh, I wasn't saying that. I was like, oh shit, son. I was like, they got their own courts or something. You know what, dude? I wouldn't be surprised that they might have a say in a lot of this. Dude, I wouldn't be surprised they had their own little weird immigration / Muslim people that make sure that England doesn't like hurt their feelings or something. Dude, that's insane. How could that even be possible? I mean, that's it, man. Just if you allow your government to go after animals and stuff, it'll go after people next, or if it hasn't already. Oh my God, that's embarrassing, dude. And they don't let us, like England doesn't let us use, or France and England. French, dude, of course the French, but that's sad, man. I can't really wrap my head over that. I can't. That's hard for me to. I can't continue. I keep thinking about it. I can't. The kingdom had fallen. Yeah, man. That's embarrassing. Spain wouldn't even let us use their airspace for the Iran stuff. Yeah, we have a big problem with people not helping us. We have a big problem with people not helping us. I don't know why that is. I don't understand. I don't understand why Spain. If I were anywhere near that government and Spain was giving all this shit, I would I would cut them off from the world, dude. Because they're only connected towards they're right under France. I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, the whole NATO thing or whatever we have to do with NATO or the UN or I would pull if it went to France or the UK. I don't know, man. I mean, we still got like 3 years of Trump. If there was any bases like in Cyprus that we used that were England's, or I would just take that shit from them. I would almost consider them like an unreliable ally. And if you're unreliable and I need something from you and you're not going to help me, well, I'm just going to take it from you. And there's nothing you can do about it because you ban dogs. Like you think they're going to like put up a stink when they go after animals? These are weak people. Weak-minded and just weak people. Yeah, I mean, that's why America's so scared. Like, if other countries start putting in these like lady boys, like these lady boys that get to power by a little communist. Dude, you see the communist flag during the protest this weekend in like New York? People are busting out the old hammer and sickle these days. people they aren't paying their fair share anyways. Oh, yeah, I'm with you on that, man. Spain, Italy, and France have denied us. That's what I mean, man. And with allies like that, who's the enemy exactly? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, all right, boys. Like, hey, if you don't want to, like, imagine you're in a schoolyard, and you get in a fight with someone. And you ask one of your buddies, hey, man, hold my backpack for me. You know, watch my cell phone while I beat the shit out of this guy, this loser, you know. And he goes, nah, bro, nah, you're on your own. It's like, wait, dude, just hold on. You don't even have to hold it. Just watch it. So no one walks by and steals. He goes, no, I'm out of here. You're on your own. I would be pissed. If me and my boys were about to squabble and one of our homies like bails out and no. He won't even like assist. Like, hey, drop us off in the car. We'll squab and come pick us up. You know, give us 30 mics. And he, you know, no, I gotta go home. I'm going home. What? You're going what? Why? You know? Like that's crazy. Especially in 2026. And that, dude, that's unbelievable, man. To be quite honest, I don't know how we're not. I don't want to like pull the trigger too fast, you know, on like retaliating, but sooner or later, man, I'm with you. User, like, we got to get out of NATO. All our money's going in over there. You know, we just set the pace for. We're basically the only military around anymore, and all our equipment does work and proven. You know, we you know, I would call Putin and be like, well, you won't be hearing from me anymore, Mr. Putin. So you do what you need to do. I'm packing up all my stuff and going home like they told me, man. Oh, you know what I would really do? You know, I wouldn't call Putin. That would be the dumbest thing ever. But you catch my drift. But what I would really do is the Strait of America, dude. Seriously, you want to control the world, a real empire? You control everyone else's oil. You can control China's oil. Anyone that's going out to the Asia, Korea. I would build a base right on that strait, right in Iran property. I would raise the Old Glory up, and then it would be officially an American base on the Strait of America, and I would charge England, France, and Spain if they get their gas from there. And you can't get it from Russia, so you got to get it from us, the U.S., or the Middle East. Oh, dude, I would charge everybody. I would absolutely charge everybody. They wouldn't be able to. Dollar bill, y'all. They wouldn't be able to get away with it, man. No way. You know? Let them fund their own security. Yeah. Oh, dude, I would go hard. Especially after denying me access to just an airstrip. Like, are you kidding me, man? You got to be effing kidding me, right? You know? That Steimer guy, man. You think like Justin Trudeau's bad, then you get Steimer. It's like, dude, like, where did these guys grow up, dude? Like, these guys, I don't think these guys ever gotten dirt to their fingernails. Like, they sound like pussies, dude. They sound like pussies. Like, how can anyone sit there and be like, oh yeah, that guy really has our best interest for us? Like, Obama sounded, after a while, Obama sounded bad. Oh, he sounds like such a pussy, dude. He sounds so stupid. Biden just was an old man, you know. He didn't sound stupid or a pussy. He just is an old dude. Obama was like 50. Sometimes he like sounded, and then other times it was like, dude, no one. Remember his red line with Iran? Well, we're gonna set the red line, and if he crosses it, like, dude, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. But now, Trump, dude, like the one thing about Trump is, dude, no one saw bombing of Iran, right? No one. I didn't think that was gonna happen. I'm all for it, but no one predicted the bombing of Iran. I don't think so, right? I don't. In the next 2 decades, we will have to go cross the pond and go get Europe back. I almost I'm yeah, you might. I mean, Mr. Smith, you might be I'm right behind you on that, man. I'm right behind you on that. It's I don't even know. I don't even know. Like, it's gonna be sad. It's gonna be sad. Especially England, man. The problem with England is they're on an island, and we really don't. No one really needs England, right? They don't produce anything. They don't make anything. They don't. We don't even use them for military exercise. Like, they're. We probably just, we're an island. We wouldn't even have to go back, man. If they get. The good thing about islands is they're hard to invade. The bad thing is, no one's going to come save you if you're on an island. England, if they don't make anything necessary that we need, or, they don't have oil, it sucks over there. Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know what happened to England. Like the James Bond, Austin Powers. Those days are done, man. The red coats, those days are over. I don't even know what's like what do you I don't know what they are anymore. I don't recognize them as the same country I remember I served with, or I read in history books. They're not the crown, the Epstein guy, what's his name? I mean, what a freak, dude. Like, what a freak. Not King Charles is the whatever his name is. We all know who he is. Like, that guy's a freak, dude. Like, after you were accused of all this, and like someone, the police like went to his house or something just not that long ago, and that picture of him in the back of the car, that guy has to be somewhat retarded. Because after all that, I would tell you, hey man, don't look like an idiot in the back of your car. And he's like that in the back of the car. Whatever, we all seen that picture, that stupid picture of him. Trump predicted bombing Iran 40 years ago. That's about the only person I can think that, dude. Oh yeah, that's why when people are shocked that he bombed Iran, I'm like, dude, he should have done this a year ago. I would say most people that kind of agree with Trump's doing, after he does it, I think most of us, I'm kind of spitballing here, but what I think, I like the bombing of Iran, I'm like, fuck, man, we should have done that 30 years ago. We're late. It's about time. Let's do it faster. Philip, yeah, that guy, the Philip guy. What a loser, dude. Like, the crown of England is collapsed. We don't, like, does anyone care about, like, after Princess Diana died and the old lady, like, no one cares. Like, we're 2006 and you guys still have weird kings and queens, and one of them's like a child molester, dude. I mean, that guy was so stupid. He tried to convince whoever he was trying to talk to that he doesn't sweat. I think if you don't sweat, you die. It's almost like impossible not to sweat. It's like if dogs don't pant, because dogs don't sweat, they pant. If they don't pant, they'll overheat. Like I don't see anything positive about the United Kingdom. I don't see like, oh hell yeah, they're like building a bunch of warships. They're just kind of going through a weird rough patch like we did. Americans, we put Biden in the White House and a black lady or Indian lady. What race is camel toe? Hawaiian? I don't even know. Don't even know. She's not really American. She's like a communist, so I can bring up race when I'm talking to communists. It's okay. It's okay. There's a medical condition that causes people's sweat glands to not work. It's extremely rare and usually fatal. I was totally just guessing that if you don't sweat, you die, but there it is. And and it's so rare. User, check this out. Imagine it being so rare. I mean, it has to be rare. It has to be. I mean, it's a fatal disease. Yeah. That one person born became a prince / gonna be king, and he had this weird sweat disease. Like that's like hitting the lotto twice, bro. Like people, that just doesn't happen. You don't get born into two rare upbringings where you can almost be a king of something in 2026 and you have a rare disease. Like usually it's one or the other or none at all. You don't get to have two lottery tickets. This isn't Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, right? That's why when people start saying like, oh, it's a rare thing, I'm like, fucking bullshit. You don't have that. You don't have that. Yeah. When it comes to like medical stuff, I don't believe anybody because there's no way of checking it. No one cares, especially when you're in a royal family. That's insane, dude. Watching Scouts birth citizens argument. SCOTUS. Oh my God. I hope they ban that birthright citizen crap. That it was cool when we were a little baby country with not a lot of people living here or whatever. And when someone said America, everyone looked around and said, like, we don't like what is this America thing? Well, we live in America now. Okay, great. I'm from wherever. This guy's from wherever. Well, if you have your son or if you have a child now, they'll become a citizen. Oh, okay, I get that. Back in 1892, when Columbus, or 1642 or whatever, 1700s, I get that. 1800s, when America was just 10 years old. I mean, I don't think we even had a navy. We didn't have shit. Yeah, but in 2026, when we're a retarded family from the Middle East can fly, or a retarded family from Somalia can hopscotch and jump over across the pond and just bang each other's brains out, and then they can have oh yeah, that's what we want, a bunch of fucking morons coming from Somalia having children in America, dude. I would have loved a bunch of Somalian babies in 1800, but not in 2026. There becomes a time and place where things stay the same and Americans get a lot better. And in all fairness, there's a lot of invest in the incest. Yes. Yeah, I believe that. Any like royal family or anyone that thinks I believe that they are the weirdest people, and I bet you I like imagine growing up with a family like Game of Thrones. That's what I think. I think if you're anything like Game of Thrones, you're probably the Lannister family. You're probably the Lannister family, and you don't have a cool saying like Lannister always pays his debt, but Or the Targaryens. The Targaryens love banging each other, and so do the. I guarantee it. There's so many, dude. You have Prince Philip or Andrew or whatever his name is, dude. Once you cross a line like into weirdness, all the doors open up for weirdness, right? That's how I kind of think. If your mind is going towards like, I go after 16-year-old chicks or little boys or whatever. You're and your sisters. You'll have incest. It's the Game of Thrones, boys. It's Game of Thrones. It's Game of Thrones. I don't. Once you cross one line, you'll cross them all. And that's in my life. And the people I dealt with in my life, they like the inmates I used to deal with, it's the same thing. Inmates, once you start seeing them cross the line, you cut them off. They're there's the good inmates that just want to do their time and go home, and then there's the shitheads that this is their life. And you'll see a good inmate, just he had a bad luck of the draw and got caught, did something stupid, had to do the time. You'll see them start hanging around with the gay dudes or like the gangsters, and then once you become a gay dude or gangster in jail, they all intertwine. There's no difference. If you're in jail, you're already kind of half gay anyways. Imagine going to a place, imagine knowing if you do stuff and you get caught doing this stuff, you're going to go to a place full of dudes. And then you repeat that over and over and over and over and over. Because most criminals just repeat I would say you're almost a faggot for sure, dude. It was Andrew, you're right. I was wrong. The brother earlier. Oh, yeah, I said that. Yeah, I said Phil, and then it clicked. It was Prince Andrew, that weirdo. Jackson's dumbasses arguing from the court, the Supreme. I like Thomas, that black dude, Clarence Thomas. I like. He's very I would say American, dude. Clarence Thomas. And then there's a video of him getting sworn in, and Biden's trying to rip into this dude when back in the 80s or 90s, whenever Clarence Thomas was being a Supreme Court judge. Yeah, it's a good video. Biden brings up race to this guy, and this guy's like, dude, you piece of shit. Yeah, Clarence. Yeah, Clarence. I like Clarence. No stoner. He's from California. Is he drunk? He's like, I'm a Californian, man. I got my challenge coins though. I'm not drunk. I'm just high off life, baby. I got this one too. I got two, but this one's cool. Check this one out. This one I was given to. I got punked by a kid, man. He was like, I don't know, 13 or something. And he saw my backpack. My backpack had like a Simplify sticker on it or something. And this kid, he's from the, what does it say? MCAS Dustin, Young Marines. And this kid pulled this thing out and busted me on it. And I didn't have one of mine, so I'm trying to remember to put this back in my car, so I won't forget. So I got two on deck because I was busted. Some kid down you, oh, yeah, man, I'm trying to join the Marines. His dad was cool. That was pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff, man. Pretty cool stuff. Yeah, stoner. Just California. Just California. We're going to the gold rush, baby. The gold rush. Where's this place? I think this place. I'm trying to wait. I'm a little early to this place. I'm trying to get in this Maybe it's open. I haven't even tried. Let's go in. Let's see, boys. Hold on. I've been waiting for this place to open. It might be open right now. You know, man, with the war in Iran, like, I mean, let's be clear, boys. Is it really a war? You know what I'm saying? I fought in a war. You know, troops on the ground, planes overhead. It's going down. Ugh. Come on, fat guy. You can do it, big guy. This is more like a, you know, a bombing campaign. And the like troops that passed away, Lord Rusty Polar, please take care of the boys that you will be seeing here. Like, they were, you know, like backline troops, right? I mean, they were like radar dudes. They were, you know, they weren't even that were supposed to be dead. That's actually kind of a problem. But, you know, like when I hear like KIAs, oh, it is open, son of a bitch. Oh no, it's not. It's KIAs or anything like that. Oh, Gold, what's up, mama? Simplify, girl, what's going down? Boom, 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 boom. Let me park this mug. Hold on, fellas. This is open. This ain't open. All right, all right. You have rain down south up in the bay. It's wet. Yeah, there's rain. There's rain up here, man. It rained all last night. It was weird. You know, it's about 100 degrees yesterday or whatever. Then the next day, it was nice, man. I slept with my window open. It was a nice night, man. Nice and cool. Just picked up my chicks from the post office. Your chicks? Like chickens? From the post office? Chicks from the post office? If you have 15 chickens and get 5 more, how many chickens do you have? If you have 15 chickens, 20? I feel like this is a trick question. And get 5 more. Yeah, it would be 20, right? 7? What? If you have 15 chickens and get 5 more, chicken math? Chicken math? Oh, my God. I don't know. I give up. Yeah, man, wait, you know, that's I've never heard the post office and chickens in the same sentence before. Like Howard said to Stoner, I'm not drunk, I'm just from California. California, boys. There's gold up in these hills. You know? Them gold up in them hills. Oh! Hey, upgraded membership, Sergeant Major. Howard, Semper Fi, brother. Thanks for upgrading, man. Sheesh. Sergeant Major. It's a big rank, man. A big rank. Oh, man. You dude, like, my neighbor is from, he's Asian / Filipino. I think he's Filipino. And he says, brother, you know, hey, brother. He's an older gentleman, probably like 50s. But we went golfing the other day, and a couple of my neighbors, and he goes, he knew I was in the military, and then he goes, like, yeah, man, I did 25 years. I was like, in what? And he did years in the Army, retired at Sergeant Major, whatever. It was pretty crazy, man. I was like, shit, I didn't know that. But he makes fun of himself. Hey, what's up, brother? He'll text, what's up, brother? It's pretty funny. Where do you work? Oh, sheesh, bro. I can't really say where I work, right? You know, I gotta make sure people don't I don't know what's that word. People get mad and then they call like the work and try to get people fired. I started, dude. Welcome to my world, brother. As I get older, I shart all the time, man. The federal government, immigration, custody, and enforcement. Right, boys? Right, boys? Yeehaw, boys! I'm rounding up them cowboys. Yeehaw! Where do I work? I work for a tobacco company. I slang them cigarettes, man. Can you believe that, dude? I used to. I can't believe. Howard, thank you, man. I still see the upgrade. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that membership. You're the man. I can't believe I worked for... The company was good, man. My company was good. But it was time. I worked for... Here, I'll show you. Alexis Scott. I'll show you where I work. I'll show you. If you're still watching, there you go. It looks blurry, but you get the point. You get the point. What's up, Teflon Don? What's up, brother? How you doing, man? So I hope... how's the stock market doing, boys? How's the stock? Is it up a little bit, down a little bit? What's going on? How's she be? I sharted. I always shart, man. That's second. Oh no, someone said our commander-in-chief is shitting his pants. I said probably he's an older gentleman. And sometimes when I drink too much and I laugh, sometimes it happens too, man. It happens to the best of us. I mean, you got to pick your pants up and just keep walking, man. You know, you might get a little rash. You know, it's like having a child, you know, they do shit. Mine have sheesh. Ask Gold how many diapers and rashes he clean, man. Sheesh. It happens to adults too, you know. We're no different than little babies. I can't believe the UK, man. I can't believe they banned dogs. That's insane. Can you imagine if someone Californians do? Well, it's not a lot. We vote on raising our own gas prices. I swear, boys, like $3 of our gas is just taxes into California. we vote on the most like social / communist person ever to run our state. There's a couple things Californians don't deal with at all, or are not good at dealing with. Bad weather. We love our dogs, or our horses too, and animals and dogs. And then beaches. Now, people in California love their beach. We love it so much. We love our beaches so much that we price out everyone so they don't even come down here for vacation. Like Florida, you hear a bunch of people going to Daytona, Florida, or Miami. Dude, when's the last time you heard someone say, dude, I'm going to Southern California to hit their beaches? Never has anyone ever said that ever in human history, because we don't allow that shit. No way, dude. No effing way. Is this place open, or am I gonna lose it? Um, the only president I've seen shit their pants was Biden. Yeah, Biden did, dude. I think Biden actually did. Did he not? I swear that's real. It starts with banning dogs. The next thing you know, you can't have pigs and chicken. Yeah, dude. Yeah, pigs. They'll go after pigs. They'll go after pork. Yeah. Oh man, if you can ban dogs, you can kill a human, right? I mean, go. People in California, man, we will put the death penalty back on the table if someone hurts a dog out in California. But if you go and like hurt a human or a person or a child, like whatever. No one in California cares. It's not my problem, not my child, not my sister, not my brother. But you hurt a dog, everyone in people in California will get fucking pissed, dude. I mean, I would say most of America. I would say all of America, especially, any American. But when it's sunny all day and 70, 80 degrees year round and there's parks everywhere, you go, yeah. Did you serve Zeta, what's up, brother? Semper Fi. Yes, I did, man. I did serve, and I think I have my I think I gave it to my niece. My Iraq War medal campaign. I give these little medals. I gotta buy them again. I'm missing like 3. But yeah, I did serve in the Marine Corps, brother. Or sister, Semper Fi, man, Semper Fi. Served in a lot of people in the Devil's Compound served. Howard, Jason, Gold. I mean, everyone with the blue name, I basically has served and been in this channel for a while. Very trustworthy folk. Very trustworthy folk. Oh, hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. My man. Yeah, man. Marine Corps. I served in the Marine Corps. Operation Iraqi Freedom and Enduring Freedom, the Iraq-Afghanistan War. I joined right out of high school in 2006. I graduated high school in 2006. It was like a lot of us that joined in that time. I don't know, man. Like, we all knew what was happening. Is it? We all knew what was going down. Like, you hear about the war in Iran now. I get it, man. I don't. It's not really a war. It's more of like Kosovo or Black Hawk Down type of missions. It's like the whole the whole like war. You got to think about when America goes to war, man. We don't. Well, first of all, like, we sold all of our tanks and stuff to Ukraine. The whole like notion of going to war, like the war I fought in or the war Gold, she fought in it. I don't know, man. Like, those days are not going to happen for a long time here in America, man. It's not going to happen for a long time. It's just. It doesn't seem like outdated. Thank you for your service. Much love and respect. Keep going. Meat pilot. Semper Fi, brother. Thank you, man. Yeah, those little comments like that, Meat Pilot, go a long way, brother. You would be surprised. As my 17-year-old is thinking about joining. He's having a rough time finding a job. He is. He has a girlfriend now, and so he's looking for something you can support a family. Gold, as you pick up, Army, Space Force, Marines. You pick a good job, pick the right branch, and you could do it for a long time without, I know you're, I'm the same way as you. I wouldn't want my son or daughter to join. I get it. That's tough, man. You set him up right so he can have a 25-year career, and not do a job you did or not do a job I did or shit. Howard was in. I don't know how you did it that long, bro. Sheesh. 7 hours and counting to the moon base. Yeah, baby. I can't wait, dude. I can't wait to go to the moon. I love space, dude. I love space. If someone called me right now and said, Matt, we need someone to jump in the seat and go to the moon. You have no training. We can't train you up. It's all a risk where you're going to be learning on the fly. You might, perish. I'd be like, let's go, dude. I will love to get shot up in a 50 billion gallon gas tank. I'll love to smell the gas, from like boats. Oh, dude. I bet it smells so good by a rock. I'll lose so many brain cells. Army 63B, just like me, and his dad is that what he said? Oh, man, you got to be proud of that, though, man. You got to be proud of that. It's a good job. You know you can do it for a while, and we're not going to get deployed for. I honestly go. I don't know, man. I mean, I'm not going to put it past how fast America likes to go fuck shit up, but. Dying way of fighting, man. I really do. Space Force. Yeah, I would go Space Force, man. I mean, that's new. That's like, I would love to see. I saw the Space Force graduation and an Air Force graduation. Pick my nose and come out. Be right back. Hold on, boys. Good morning, boys. Jeez, just kidding. Be back sooner. Be back sooner. Finally made a Wednesday. Hey, what's up, Tom? How you doing, brother? Long time no see. Yeah, I try to do it Wednesday mornings, man. I got, Wednesdays are my pretty busy days. I like to get down and dirty on Wednesdays. What's up, man? Long time no see. Long time no see. Yeah, Space Force, man. Space Force, I think, is the. If I were, do you hear like the, dude? If I were like to. Hey, Tom, what's up, my man? Thanks for the gift and memberships, brother. My man. Thanks, guys. There you go. People got a bunch of memberships, man. A bunch of memberships. I got a couple private videos of an accident I got in. A couple other things, but yeah, man. Thank you, Tom. That was very kind of you, brother. That was very kind of you. Very kind. Yeah, I'm training my nephews, man. I'm doing a bunch of other little things here and there. Enjoying. I still have that weird, that weird, when I wake up, I still feel like I got to get ready to go to this weird drive around, sell tobacco all day. I still have that like gut wrenching feeling that I'm not doing anything. I'm still getting over that a little bit. But the best part, man, is just being with my family, man. It's been fun. It's been real fun. Well worth it, man. Well worth it. If I'd, what was I saying? Shit, man. If I had to do it over, I would join the Space Force again, for sure, man. Beginning close to your neck of the woods, spending a lot of time in Bakersfield. Worked the last few weeks. Yeah, good old Bakersfield. So I used to stay a lot. There was I don't know if the Black Angus is still there, but there was a Black Angus, a Hilton, or I think It's owned by Hilton. I don't know if it's like an NBC Suites. I kind of forget. But then there's a 24-hour fitness. I forget what street is off of, but it's they're walking distance. I'm talking about like you can throw a rock and hit the building. I used to stay in the Hilton, go work out, come back, change, and then go eat dinner at Black Angus and get their bread with the butter and come back. Dude, I used to live the Hooters. The Hooters is that Hooters still open? I live in the Santa Clarita area, off Via Princesa, and then I used to go to Bakersfield to work, and I would stay in a hotel out there forever, man. I would stay weeks at a time, and I'll come home just to take care of my dog and go back. I'll do that. I did that for like 4 years. 4 years. I love Bakersfield. It's you know it got gutted. You know, when you get there, you're like, oh, something really weird happened here. You know, it almost looked like it was abandoned almost pretty quick. You know, and Bakersfield High School, man, Bakersfield College, they do, for being like a small town college, they do pretty good in sports or basketball. And I know the public school, Bakersfield High School, the Oilers, they always, especially back when I played, they always had a powerhouse of a high school team. And they graduated so many players because that's like their only high school out there is Bakersfield, something like that. Oh, Shooters, yeah. The web said Shooters closed in Baker. Yeah. The Hooters, yeah. Oh, Shooters. There's a Shooters in Santa Clarita. Yeah, that Hooters was it was pretty bad. It was like the only thing around. And then I would go at night after work, and it just brought it, like the oil rigger guys would come in, dude, construction guys would come in. It was very oh, I'll be right back, boys. I gotta get something. Just kidding, back again. All right, I'm out. Bam! All right, boys. We back, we all good. We all good. All right, we got about 15 mics, or ETA, to the great lost land of Costco. I gotta get gas. Oh, I'll tell you guys how much gas is out here in California. Well, I think it's $5.78, $5.89, which isn't bad. It's not good. During the Bush era, I think it was like $7-8, and that was in early 2000s. All right. I feel like I totally forgot something and or lost something. What is this? What is this? Build the wall. Deport them all, boys. I wonder what's going to happen with that birthrights. Dude, I hope we get rid of that, man. Edwards, that was it. I hated training there. Technically on, in Mojave Desert, but people always say station in Bakersfield. Oh, yeah. There's a huge Air Force base. It's by... when I lived in Santa Clarita, I always used to hear Edwards. Yeah, there's another Air Force base up there. When I lived in Santa Clarita, man, these jets would fly by sometimes at night, man, and hit the sonic boom. Dude, I lived out there for like 2 years. And every once in a while, man, at midnight, me and my dog we would both have a freaking heart attack, man. Boom! And my windows would rattle. Gas is $3.20 here. Ooh. $3.20? In OKC? That's a lot. I would imagine that's kind of a lot in Oklahoma, because it's usually in California like $3.89 or $3 something, like the high threes, close to $4 in California on average. If I had a ballpark. So if it's 3 something Oklahoma, I would say that would be kind of high for you guys too. Like not the highest you've seen it, but like it's like right, it's teetering to piss you off. Oklahoma City is higher. Ooh. Yeah, I could see that. That would be a lot out there in Oklahoma. I think, honest to God, I think we have like $3 of just taxes on our gas per gallon in California. Like we voted to tax ourselves on gas. That's how stupid people in California are. I mean, but honestly, boys, like I think I truly believe, and I never really thought this before. I only really thought about it as I'm getting older and more knowledgeable. I think there's absolutely a ton of voting fraud in California. I mean, an ungodly amount. If Nick Schwartzen or Nick Shirley, can walk around with the camera and bust fraud people, and like he did in Minnesota, California is at 100% blowing smoke up everyone's ass with fraud. 100%. I guarantee you, there's more shady business and fraud in California than anywhere in the world. Maybe not world, but in America, more than New York, Florida, Texas, Florida, anywhere, dude, anywhere. I guarantee you, there's more money being. I mean, California is what, the 3rd or 4th largest economy. I guarantee you, there's so much fraud out here. I in Los Angeles County alone, I guarantee dwarfs any other state. We block California from receiving any federal fund for 5 fucking years, and it will pay off our national debt, dude. I guarantee it. There's so much. 360 in Iowa. Ooh, that's a lot. 360? Yeah, that's 360 is like California prices. $4 though. That's still a little low for Cal. 360, I think is still a little low. We'll check right now though, because it should be like 370. Maybe lower after this war is about to end. And what was it yesterday? It was a huge Jones increase, and they're talking about tankers finally running the gauntlet. California has 2023 in its state, meaning we cost America money right now, about $400 billion. I wouldn't doubt that. I mean, there's a big problem, a huge problem. There's an absolute huge problem in California. And I didn't want to go this way, damn it. I didn't jump on the freeway. Freeway sucks. I pretty much parked my car. I'm only leaving to take my boys to work and groceries. I'm not making any extra trips. Last tank lasted 3 weeks. That's good, man. I'm about to fill up myself, but I went the wrong fucking way. I'll let you guys know how much it is. Yeah, buckle up for a while, strap on the old, it will be a weird one for a little bit. It'll be a weird one. Could be worse. But it could be worse, but it will get better. I'm just happy this whole, like, in 2 years we'll never talk about Iran again. There'll never be a problem anymore. That's what I'm most excited about. That it's something to look forward to, man. Because I don't know, you guys as well as I am, man. I'm so tired of, like, imagine like we're the US of A, man. We got the biggest, baddest. We can use it. We got our shit don't stink. And imagine having a conversation with a bunch of towel heads, man, and then pretending like they're on our same level. I respect the towel head, I do. I'll give you, but there comes a time and a place where it's like, okay, this is over. Dad's taking off the belt. Hey, ladies, you say 2 words to your sons, or especially your sons. I don't know about daughters, but sons. You go, just wait till I tell Dad. Just wait till I tell your father. And all of a sudden, the son's mouth shuts up, right? That's what it is. Wait, all right, I did. Dude, just. If you're a crazy regime, a radical government, dude, I am all for fucking your shit up, dude. I am all for it. I'm all for it. Dude, Saudi Arabia, I mean, check this out, boys. The Saudi prince, dude, EAU and Israel and Jordan, the Jews and Muslims are gonna start bombing or just working together. The Jews and, like, I mean, what planet do we live in? That the Jews and the Arab world are working together. I mean, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, man. Saudi and the Jews, I think they're tired. EAU prince or whatever whatever families are out there, like the Jews and Saudi Arabia and the Muslims and the Shiites are all working together, man. That's wild stuff. That's exciting though, man, because Howard, I don't think you were in a couple battles before the Desert Storm, or maybe you caught Desert Storm, but aren't you just tired? I'm just so tired about hearing about like the Middle East and all this other weird shit that goes there. We've been there for 40 years, 30 years, since I've been born, basically. Since 1991. Let's just walk away, man. Let's take care of this last place. Leave it all up to them. Take over the Strait of America and we're all good. Let's just let it hang and go to the moon. Everything else, dude, it's not even worth it, man. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I'm just tired, man. It's time to move on. Let's go to China. Like I said, man, if we start dropping in the 82nd Airborne and hitting the beaches with our Marines, I think we're going to do it safe for propaganda, to get it on 4K, 1080p, high def, and then show the world that's how it's done, China. That's how it's done. Because all governments like flexing, dude. And what a big flex that would be. It's a dangerous flex. I don't want no one to die over propaganda, but if I were in the room and people are making this decision to jump on the 82nd Airborne and hit the Marines running on the water, my first thought when I said, oh, that's seeing who has the biggest ding dong in the neighborhood. That's seeing who gets the farthest, and they're gonna do. I'm telling you right now. If you want to stop China from doing anything, you show them how it's done and be like, if you can't do what I just did, I wouldn't do it. If China goes after Taiwan, they're going to get absolutely smoked. Absolutely smoked. Absolutely smoked. What's up, FC? If you're reading this, you're not watching the road. Yeah. What do you mean? Of course, I gotta read. And I'm not a good reader, man. Like, I was held back at least 4 times. I'm only Iraqi freedom. Yeah, I'm only Iraqi freedom too, technically. But I'm just so tired of, like, let's just walk away from, we got to get Saudi involved. We got to get these other countries to start guarding their own stuff. You got the equipment, you got the money, you have obviously the power and the control. You got someone in these Arab states has got to get the balls and be like, all right, we'll send our troops there. We'll start launching shit. We'll hold it down because unless we totally take it over. Dude, I hope we do. I hope we take this straight over, and I hope we start charging ships. You got to pay the fee to America for whatever reason, or make up the reason why we need to start. I would take that thing over. Watch, there's a scene in a movie with Dick Cheney, but it's played by, what's his name? The guy that plays Batman. Rachel! That guy. What's his name? Good looking man, plays in the movie Psycho. Great actor. But he plays Dick Cheney, and I forget the movie name too. The straighter, if you find what I'm talking about, you guys gotta watch it. Subs, if you would come out of retirement for the Army. And he said, fuck, I'm a farmer now. I prefer tomatoes over bullets. My man, dude. Gold, I think you might even get that itch, right? I mean, a little bit, like, I maybe think about it, you know, just kind of that would be fun. Maybe I re-enlist in the Space Force. But at the same time, man, I'm like your husband. It's like, I'd rather not say I did. You know, I'd rather be a potato farmer. I'm a dog walker. You know, I walk my dogs all day, all the time. I'd rather be a dog walker than whatever the fuck the federal government or the United States military wants me to be. You know, I want to be a potato farmer, and I want to put a piece of straw in my mouth. I want to sit down, and I want to be the hillbilly that no one expected me to be. That's what I want. And I want to watch this world turn. I want to watch America do its thing. And I want to see our young Marines wreck shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm all good, you know? I'm all good. I don't need to do it again. I don't want to do it. I'm good. Just got some anger issues, and I can express them better over there. Just the price of peace, fellas. Freedom isn't free. Ransom Jackson, man, you motivate me, son. Simplify, devil dog. It is not free. It's never free, man. Nothing's free. You know, nothing that you want will be free. You know, you want medical care, go to some weird socialist country, you can get all the weird and free medical care. If you want medical care in the United States, you know, that shit ain't free, man. I don't expect a doctor to work for free. I don't like saying doctors' profession's free. You know, yeah, man. If you want to speak your mind and know what you don't know, because you gotta think about it, man. People don't even know what freedom is. You know, they don't even know what they don't know. You know, they don't, like, people in Iran that were born under this regime. This is the only life they know. They don't even know they don't know there's another option. You know, they never acted out on that. You know, it's like I do. Like when this Iran deal was happening, like someone was recording, you know, and got the video out of Iran, and some of the girls were taking off their Muslim mask, and, you know, throwing and dancing and stuff, right? Like on the streets, and you could see the dudes, like, you know, having fun. And I was looking at, like, a couple of these girls dancing, and they don't know what they're doing. You know, they were, like, doing just, you know, my point is they were like, they were just kind of like, they didn't know how to, like, move. They never, like, a Gold, I don't know. I think Gold knows how to dance a little bit. She probably hasn't danced in a long time. But I'm sure you get this young American lady on a little dance floor, and you can see, oh yeah, she has rhythm, she can do it. You know, these ladies, like, that's, to me, that's like, she knows how to do it because she lived a free life. You know, these girls, they were like, they look so awkward. And I'm all about looking a little athletic. You know, you got to be a little athletic. You know, you could tell, like, I was staring at these shit. I couldn't, like, oh man, they have no, when I was training, like, the Iraqi police, they didn't know how to do jumping jacks. You know, they weren't coordinated enough to move their arms out. They don't know how to walk and chew gum at the same time. So when I was looking at these girls, like, that's how, like, you know, they never learned how to, they never had the freedom to learn rhythm. I guess that's a good point, right? That makes sense. They never had the freedom to learn rhythm. Because you got to be around people, to be around music, to get like a rhythm, to kind of know how to dance, and you look stupid, so does everyone else, but these girls, like, they didn't look stupid. They were so happy and just kind of like, they were letting loose, dude. They were probably free for the first time ever. And the only thing their brain could do and their reaction was to like do weird, like, blah, blah, blah. It wasn't like some religious dance or, some foreign dance. No, these girls were trying to shake their butt and like do like weird things and then like twerk, but they maybe seen how to do that once, just try to like, and I those are probably having a great time, sober, or they didn't have to be off, like, I don't know, just something I saw, an astute observation, boys. Does that make sense? Training the ANA, Afghan army, I could put the target on the bullet and they would, oh yeah, dude, dude, that's what I try to tell people too. Like, I have 6, yeah, the horizontal. Yeah. See, Gold knows what's up, man. Yeah, you know how to dance horizontally, But you're right, Tyler. Like, that's what I try to tell people. Like, like when Americans go to war with another country, you automatically assume that Americans will be on par, or the other country's soldiers will be on par with an American. Equals, right? They have tanks the same as us. They're equals. It's an equal battle. And we can go over the manufacturing and how we do better in that, but like they don't know how to walk and chew gum at the same time. If you don't know how to walk and chew gum at the same time, and I give you a rifle to shoot, you don't know how the rifle works. If I say it's gas powered, open bolt operated, you don't know what that means. An average American to know what that means, but if I explain what that means, it'll make sense to them. They'll be like, oh, it's like a piston, it goes up and down. I get it. I'm not an engineer, but it makes sense. You can't dumb anything. These people, there's no dumbing it down, because they're too far behind. Like, have you ever tried to teach like my nephews are doing multiplications and division? If you try to teach a kid like what's the square root of 91, they won't understand that unless they know multiplications or division, right? They won't even know what an 8 or a 1 is unless they know numbers and adding and subtracting, right? So these people that we trained, they don't know what like an inch is. They don't even teach a caveman, hey, well, this is a 45-degree angle. This is a 90-degree angle. They'd be like, what? Like, I'm fucking hungry. Fuck you. This chick has to put a trash can over her head. That's like, you can't. It was so hard, bro. It was so hard. Like, there was no possible way. It was so hard. And I remember, and they're all like, not only are they like retarded, but they're incest. Like, when you give up, I don't know, I'm not a father or a mother, or you know how some people like give up on their child or give up on their parents, like in a weird way, like your child is such a dirtbag, just whatever, like, and you have to give up on them because they are in jail or committed a horrible crime. That's how it is. Like that when when I think back and just like they need like another 1,000 years just to catch up to where we are right now, and we'll be 10. By the time they catch up to us, how we are right now, we will be aliens to them. Americans will be flying around in spaceships or whatever, and they will still figure out what the wheel is. Years of inbreeding. Yes. How are these astronauts getting past the Fermius? Oh man, all that stuff, Ransom, man. I believe we went to the moon. I'm a true believer for sure. Whether dude, like, I don't think any of that stuff in space kills you. I think we can figure out how to pass like the radiation belt and all that stuff. I would love to ask like those astronauts that been to the moon, like I'm sure that they never would tell you that they have like something wrong with them. That's medical. No one's ever gonna find that out. That's private. That's private info. But I'm excited for the moon landing, man. The moon landing's gonna be dope. Anyways, boys, I'm out of here, man. It's about that time of day. We did it. We came, we saw, we conquered. Oh yeah, I was gonna tell you the gas prices. $6.15. So it'll bounce from 6. So before the war, gas was like $4 for something. Now it's $6.15. So because of this war or this Iran situation, it will bounce between like $5.79 and $6.20. So it's been worse. All right, boys, I'm out here. Semper Fi, stay American. Helmet's not a chair. Adapt and overcome. And peace out.